Should I answer in one-liners or should I stretch my answers? The questions are too direct and short. How do I answer them to fetch a good band score? Oh, have I blabbered out unnecessarily in speaking part 2? Do you also get such thoughts often? Is your mind filled with questions related to speaking part 1 too? If yes, then this video is for aspirants like you. Today, I have come here with a list of most asked questions related to IELTS Speaking Part 1, and we'll be discussing them in detail. I'll tell you how to answer them, and by the end of the video, you will also be prepared to answer any question that comes your way in Part 1. Let's get started. So, the first question is, what do you do? What's the first thought that came into your mind when you heard the question? For example, I'm a trainer. So this is the first thing that came to my mind. I am a trainer. I help students prepare for English proficiency tests such as IELTS. Does this sound like a complete answer? Yes, it is. I told them what I do, but is this enough for an IELTS answer? No. Here's the thing. Part 1 answers are generally supposed to be short, but they can't be just one-liners. You are supposed to give a little extra information rather than just answering the main question in one line. Let's see how you can answer this one. For the past few years, I've been working for Leverage Edu as an IELTS trainer. I'm working hard to contribute to the success of this renowned company and have guided hundreds of students to get their desired result. Here, not only did I tell them about what I do, but I also told them that it's been a few years and I told them where I work and what my role is. There is nothing extraordinary here in what I told them. It's just a simple answer about me only. But to talk about yourself, to know how to put everything in good words so it's easy and understandable is what we are supposed to learn. Because, come on, you all know what you do. There is no need for me to tell you all of that. Next question that we have here is, where are you from? Of course, you all know the answer. Now, let's frame one so you know what kind of information you can add in here. You can say, I live in Delhi. It's a bustling city, one where everyone is buried in work. However, the place is filled with amicable people and has the best cuisine to offer too. We told where we live, what the place has to offer, and how everyone is. See, for every question, you have to make 2 to 3 main points on which you will be talking about. It won't work in your favor if you only provide limited information and elaborate on the same pointers instead of providing half-cooked limited information. Let's move on to the next question. Where is your hometown? Let's frame the answer. I hail from Mathura, a small city located in the north of Agra. It is a small city with slightly more than 2 to 3 million people. I had lived there for around 15 years before my family left for Delhi. It's been more than 10 years since I left my hometown, and I won't deny that I miss the culture and the environment because Delhi is more on the modern side. Here is, what is your hometown? Where is it situated? For how long you live there? And what you miss most about it? You can also play with the information you give. You can tell them how people are like in your hometown, what it has to offer, what people generally do there, is it a quiet place or not, and how does the infrastructure look like. So again, you need to have 2 to 3 primary pointers on which you are going to give the answer. Your clarity of thoughts also affect your way of explaining the answer you have in your mind. For example, you have 10 things about your hometown, and in between the question and the answer, do you have the time to think what things you are going to choose to talk about? No, absolutely not. So talk about only the information that comes to your mind at that time, and don't get confused between 10 different thoughts. Pick the information from your mind real quick. Okay, where do I live? I live here and here. Where is it? It's on the northern side. What are the people like there? They are nice, not nice, busy, working, lead a quiet life. In the end, it is your hometown, and you're totally free to talk about the things you want the examiner to know about. Next question. What are your responsibilities at work? Let's answer. Well, I work as a business analyst in a large software company, and my responsibilities include understanding and documenting the requirements of the clients and competitor analysis. Additionally, I conduct market research, convert the requirements for the programmer, track the project, collaborate with the developers, and communicate the clients for further changes. Those are in fact the main responsibilities I have in my job. However, due to the dynamic nature of the software industries, I often need to perform additional tasks as required for making a project successful. Here, we did nothing else but just gave out a job description in brief, mentioning all the technical terms, all the responsibilities and extra work. Basically, we described the flow of the work. Suppose, if you have only 2 to 3 responsibilities, there you can mention them and explain each one of them in 1 to 2 lines so that your answer doesn't seem abrupt or short. Next question. What's the weather like where you live? Well, my hometown has a pretty consistent weather. It's usually warm in the summer and cold during the winter. Sometimes there can be dry spells, but we get a normal amount of rain. I like that. We go through all the seasons. I'd consider myself a cold weather person as I love the crisp mornings at the end of all and the chill of winter. All in all, it's nice to experience all the other weather. Told them about every season, a drawback, the dry spell, and what I like the most. Now, suppose you live in a city where it rains all the time. You can say how the rain affects the people, whether you like it or not. What havoc does the rain cause in the city, and so on. Next question. What do you do in your spare time? Well, honestly, it's variable for me. I mean, it depends on the amount of free time I have. For instance, a few weeks ago, I would normally immerse myself in a light novel during lunch breaks or before going to bed. But these days, I'm just so caught up with the work that the only thing I crave is to sleep like a log. Hence, all my spare time goes into taking quick power naps, and I think they are the quickest way to feel fresh, especially when you have too much on your plate. Now, coming to the analysis of the answer, here we made a comparison between before and after, and then stated what we like the most. Any alternative answer can include you may be binge watching any series in your free time and explaining further what are you watching these days, or maybe that you like to go to the gym when you get spare time. It varies from person to person, but if possible, provide the truth, because telling the truth will give you more content and will make you sound more natural. Telling about yourself may sound very easy, but people get stuck here the most. So, I advise my students not to underestimate anything while preparing for IELTS or any other exam. we have come to the end of this video. Oh, do you have some more questions left? Well, I will be addressing them in the next video soon. So, till then, stay tuned and do not forget to like, share, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you are notified of all the upcoming videos.